Welcome to my morning report, charts appraisals with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Handtip Markets on Friday, the 3rd of March. We've got a sort of corrective move on the equities going on after Wall Street sort of pulled back from all-time highs yesterday, quite strongly actually. But there's sort of more of a consolidation going on in forex markets, and that consolidation is coming ahead really of the speech by Janet Yellen that is going to be going on tonight. Now we've seen sort of the dollar consolidating above that breakout level still, that key breakout that came above sort of 101.70 area, 75, and that's holding that breakout. And that's coming sort of with this 2-year yield that's broken out above the key high that was 130.40. And it's that's a multi-year high, and that sort of suggests that the market is pricing in now a sort of March rate hike. I think comments from Janet Yellen tonight will be key. You've got actually several Fed members tonight, all speaking. You've got Charles Evans, you've got Jerome Powell, and you've got Vice Chair Stanley Fischer. But Janet Yellen will certainly be the main focus because she has sort of tended to be on the fence, and it'll be interesting to see how she sets up. But she might still be sitting on the fence really, because I think she doesn't want to go too over the board. Too over the top in terms of setting the market up for possibly a fall. She's been accused in the past of sort of suggesting that the Fed's going to move and then they don't move, and perhaps she doesn't want to maybe do that. So it'll be very interesting to see how she sort of plays this speech tonight. But market is clearly now beginning to focus on a Fed rate hike in March. And it'll be very interesting to see, because I think there'll be some dollar volatility tonight on the back of that. Now the dollar strength has affected across markets. You've got the gold price, which is breaking down. You've got silver had a big correction yesterday and continues to fall as well. So the precious metals are being impacted by the stronger dollar, and also equities just coming off the highs. Perhaps the sort of suggestion that a Fed rate hike coming on the back of the fact that maybe Donald Trump is not going to be able to deliver so much of his strong infrastructure spending would be possibly a reason to take profits perhaps near term with a Fed tightening cycle that could be accelerating. So the fact is that we're seeing these moves today, but certainly at the moment the market's looking out for Janet Yellen this afternoon. In front of that though, we've got these service sector PMIs, which will be key, I think, this afternoon, or certainly potentially key, because you've got the moves that would suggest that I think that we're going to get possibly some volatility with these service sector PMIs. Sorry, let me just reset it anyway. The UK PMI data has come out this morning and disappointed, 53.3. That was well below the 54.1, and the cable rate has fallen on the back of that, so market moving on the back of that PMI data. This afternoon we've got the US non-manufacturing PMI, 56.5 is in line with where it was last month, so that would still be a strong number, but certainly the market is focusing on Yellen. So that takes me to my chart today, which is Euro Yen. Now Euro Yen I think is at a crossroads. It's basically rallied back to this 120.50 level, which was the key breakdown level from the January low. It's basically hit that level yesterday and came off. Not only that, we're seeing this these momentum indicators back to levels at which the selling pressure has tended to sort of succumb, and the sort of bears have re-entered the market, and you see the MACD lines beginning to cross higher, the stochastics sort of beginning to push higher, and the RSI at 50. So is this sort of the beginning of a move on the upside? Now I think there could be a bit of a sell zone, potentially 120.50 up towards these sort of reaction highs we had around 121.35 throughout mid-February. And that could now sort of mean that that's a bit of a near-term sell zone, but you have broken that downtrend. You're also above the 21-day moving average, which has been sort of a basis of support in the trending moves. So if you break back above that, that would suggest certainly that the downtrend or the selling phase has come to an end. And yeah, this is an interesting move, because 120.50, as I said, has been a key pivot line on Euro Yen previously. And again, it's come in. Now you've got the hourly MACD lines, which are beginning to turn up, and that's coming with the RSI, hourly RSI, around the mid-40s. That's positive. Stochastics going strong. So it looks like 120.50 could come under a bit of pressure today. Yeah, that's an interesting sort of turnaround that we've seen as the Europeans have come in. So the market is supported near term above sort of 112 figure really, but then you got 1980 towards 119.50, and again 119.50 is a sort of a near term key pivot, and has done previously on the hourly chart. Look at that. Quite often 1950 has been a key level for the turning points, providing support. So you're trading above that, so you're looking more positive. So certainly between 1950 and 2050 you're looking for an improving outlook, but can it make that breakout above 120.50? So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.